The beauty got a resume and successfully became a teacher. The reason why she became a teacher was that she wanted to use the school as a platform to select high-quality divorced men for herself. On this day, she was sitting at the school gate as usual. A handsome man attracted her attention. She quickly asked the students next to her and learned that she was the best real estate salesperson in the city. Despite being a salesperson, she was rumored to be very wealthy. Upon hearing this, Sarah couldn't resist and changed out of her patrol uniform. After getting approval, she confidently walked towards the man and borrowed a lollipop from a student on the way. She deepened her lip color and demonstrated her unique skills. Upon seeing the man, she initiated a series of offensives, almost expressing the desire to date him. Of course, Mike is not stupid. He heard the meaning, but whether he can date depends on his daughter. This is his commitment to his daughter after the divorce. Sarah confidently said that she was ready for a date on Monday night. She showed Mike her perfect S-shaped figure and returned the lollipop to him on the way back, telling him that this was the correct way to use the lollipop. The reason why he was so confident was that because he felt that he and Mike's daughter got along well. If he knew that he was dating his father, he would definitely agree happily. Wembley was initially shocked and then declined, citing embarrassment at the prospect of dating both his father and his teacher. At this time, Sarah didn't care. She talked about the happy things between them, but she still didn't change his mind. Sarah was very confused. She thought it might be because she was his teacher, so she took advantage of the break to date him. Sarah praised Wembley for being very good and suggested that he skip a grade. The principal was deceived by Sarah and agreed. Sarah was ecstatic. She hurried to Wembley and shared the positive news. However, Wembley dampened her spirits by expressing his reluctance to skip a grade. He wanted to stay with his friends. Sarah said angrily, "I can let them skip a grade with you." Wembley said helplessly, "You still don't understand me." Sarah finally exploded and said angrily, I've been kneeling down to lick your father, but you still don't agree. You know, if I date your father, our relationship will be closer, and you know me very well. Wembley said excitedly. It's because I know you that I don't want to. I know you want to get rid of Jingikshu, Sarah wanted to explain. But I didn't know what to say, so I had to say that we were just friends. I didn't expect that Wembley would take the initiative and say, if you are really my friend, then even if you don't like my decision, you will still respect it. I couldn't say anything to him directly, but he still didn't give up. He teased Wembley in class, took a note, and falsely accused Wembley of writing a love letter. He read it in front of the whole class, embarrassing Wembley. He said, I didn't write it on the receipt. After writing the words, he successfully turned the situation around. He told a story about the conflict between Americans and Indians over land, hinting at something, but Wembley still didn't believe it. He had to start with Mike, asking him to come to school with Wembley's studies. After a series of fierce attacks, he successfully got into his car. Wembley was upset, but he was powerless. He thought Sarah was focused on the upcoming date. In the midst of joy, Lily couldn't bear it anymore and told Wembley why she didn't want Sarah to date her father. Since her parents divorced, weekends were the only time she could be with her father, and she didn't want anyone to ruin it. After hearing Lily's words, Sarah suddenly realized and decisively refused. The idea of spending the weekend with Mike, of course this time he was going to Wembley.